Hey friends, it is time for a little faster paced yoga today. So hope you're ready to move. This will be quick, short, and hopefully sweet. Here we go. So starting with hands on your heart, just to check in with that breath and heartbeat, sitting tall and straight, letting your shoulders roll down and back. Find a deep breath in and let it out with a sigh. Another slow, deep breath, maybe slower, maybe deeper. And let this third breath be super slow, super gentle. And as you sigh it out, let your shoulders melt, arriving here on the mat. Beautiful. Let's take arms out and up as we look up to the sky and hands to heart center for a little twist. So with my hands right here pressed together at heart, I'm rotating from my hips all the way up my spine, shoulders, chin, and stop here. Take a deep breath in and let it go as you float towards center. Deep breath in center. And rotate to the other side, exhaling out through the core as you twist. Good, coming back through center, let's dive forward, reaching as far away from you as possible with your hips still anchored to the earth. Big fingers stretched out wide, shoulder blades wide, head relaxing close to the earth. And when you're ready, inhale, reach out, look up, reach up, and hands back to heart center. Let's take a twist, this time with arms out wide, rotating tall spine in each direction. Find a flow that works for you. Maybe matching an exhale with the twist and an inhale to center. Find some flow through that spine. Hips stay grounded. Shoulders are easy. Good. And then a little side to side, just one on each side, reaching up to the sky, looking down and rolling open. Take that to the other side, reach down, look down, and roll open heart. Beautiful. Come back down to the mat in hands and knees, just for a quick cat and cow. So coming from neutral spine, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, arch that back, reaching tall spine to the sky, and then belly drops, chin lifts. Let's roll through that a few times, finding a wave of movement coming up through the spine, and then rolling back down. Last one with breath. Exhale, arch. Inhale, belly drops. Tuck toes, let's find our first down dog, hips up and back. Maybe pedaling knees and heels. And then steady steps up to the top of the mat. Forward fold, feet wide as your hips or wider. And then a halfway lift, flat back. And slide down, rise up, reach up, look up, maybe a back bend, and hands to heart center. Let's take a flow here. Inhale out and up. Exhale, float forward. Hands press onto the earth. Step back into a plank. Long, strong plank. Rocking a little forward and a little back if that's okay for your wrists. Knees can touch the mat if that's easier. And then lower slowly with elbows close to the side body. Scooping the heart up and tucking toes. Come downward dog. Here we go. Coming up on toes and then heels to mat. Steady steps to the front and halfway lift. Slide down, right up. Look up, baby back bend, and hands to heart center. Let's add a chair this time. So arms up, shoulders wide, and hips come back. Sitting into that imaginary chair. Strong legs, press each part of each foot into the earth. grounding down, anchoring down. Big breath. Exhale, float forward, hands to the mat. Big step back into that plank. Hold here. Rocking forward and back, or just staying strong and steady. And then lower slowly. Scooping heart space up, low back bend, and tuck toes, child's pose or down dog. Yogi's choice. Wherever you are, find a comfy spot to just hang out. Arms can be behind you if your shoulders want to melt forward in a child's pose. And when you're ready, coming up to a tall kneeling position. So let's take a little camel pose, tuck toes, and we'll take it through a few options. So floating back just a little, and with the strength of your thighs coming back. Floating back, and returning to neutral. Last time, floating back, strong legs, and coming back to neutral. If you want to let one hand go, see if it finds your heel. Let's just flow through that a couple times. Floating back, maybe finding a heel, coming back. Last one, if you find that heel and it feels comfortable, arch the back open, keep the neck neutral, heart forward. And to release, come back, strong legs, hand to hip. Let's take other side, left hand back. Just kind of playful swinging back. Finding the heel, maybe not finding the heel. Just getting curious about this camel pose. If you're comfortable here, arch the back, neutral chin. And bring it back up. Let's rest in child's pose, and if it felt good, one hand on each side. We can add both hands at the same time, but first resting. And breathing, big breaths into the back side of the body. Good. If you want to stay there and rest, stay there and rest. Otherwise, come up, tuck toes, and let's take a full camel, your version, whatever that is for you. Possibly reaching both arms back, landing on heels. Heart space opens, chin stays neutral. Big breath. And then bring it in, hips to heels. Flatten the tops of the feet. And let's take one big hug around ourselves, all the way around. Find some love there. Let the neck go. Maybe rounding the chin forward. Or letting the head just gently roll from side to side. Beautiful. Let's wrap up our practice with a quiet moment, just hands on knees. If this is comfortable for you, let your shoulders roll back and down. Soften the gaze or close the eyes, chin neutral or a little tucked in. And if this is a good moment for you to bring a word or a phrase or an image or a prayer or affirmation statement in, take your time. Check in with your heart. And from my heart to yours, namaste.